All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back up here. JC Lewis Ford. It's a beautiful Sunday night. Just got done storming. Look at that sky. Look at how cool that looks. Beautiful. Rows and rows of F-150s everywhere. 150s all over the place. More over there, like I said, jam full. Tons of them. Couple tremors. What are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about the age-old thing that we hear. I hear it in comments all the time, especially from the sales guys. Obviously, a lot of people that are sales guys, sales managers, they watch my videos. You can always tell who they are by their comments. And the thing we hear the most, okay? We're a business. We're supposed to make money. Understand that, okay? Or what do you expect? A dealership to work for free? We hear that too. We got to make money and keep the lights on. We hear that all the time too, and I get it 100%. I know exactly where you're coming from. We expect it to be a business, and we understand how much it costs to keep this stuff here. We understand how much it costs. We understand how much it costs just to keep these lights on at night that are here, let alone the overhead on this. I get it. I see. I understand. You are, and then on top of that, this dealership is in the business to make money. They are not here to provide a nonprofit. They are not here to just do it and get by. You know, you don't expect a dealership owner to work for minimum wage, or a sales manager, or even a sales guy who's here literally at the worst hours you could ever imagine. Salespeople, their hours straight up, they blow. I mean, think about it. Imagine if you had to work and you were going to be at work literally from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. every single day. And then, you know, basically same thing even on Saturday. And some of the bigger cities, you're even doing it on Sunday. So imagine the reality of that, being stuck there during, you know, not a morning shift, not an evening shift. A whole day is gone. 6 to 7 days a week. Your day is completely shot. So this is a reality of what these guys got to deal with. And we understand that. We understand it's not for profit, or it's not a whatever the word I'm looking for is, you know what I'm talking about, but it is for profit. We get that. However, that said, we understand dealerships need to make money. With that said, you have to understand something else. We as a customer, if your job as a dealership, your job is to make a profit and make money, we understand that. Understand that us as a consumer, our job is to save as much money as we can on this ridiculously expensive depreciating asset that we are going to burn through at way less time than what we should. It will not last as long as it should, and it's going to give us a ton of problems, and we're not happy about it. The insurance costs are astronomical. The fuel costs are astronomical. The repair costs are astronomical. The extended warranty prices are astronomical. You know, even just the price of washing it. The oil changes now at $130, $150 to change your oil in them. The stuff is astronomical for us as consumers. So while you guys have to keep the lights on and you have to make a profit, and the owner of the dealer has to have 2 Porsches and a Land Rover, and we understand all that. Again, you earned it. You own a dealership. I get it. I'm not taking anything away from you. Your 5 houses that you Airbnb 4 of them out, I understand that, and I'm not faulting you for that. However, do not think for a second that we owe you anything, and do not think for a second that we have to bow down to that. Your job is to make as much money from us as you possibly can. We get it. We know the game, okay? Our job is to get the vehicle we want for the least amount of money and the least amount of headache. Understand that. So if we're not supposed to get mad at you for screwing people over and playing the games and all the add-ons and all the hidden stuff and all the, you know, this is your home. This is your world. We don't get any choice here. This is yours as a dealership. This is your whole world. When we step on this lot, we are in your house, and we try hard to respect that. However, it is our money. The money that's in my hand is mine, and I get to choose what vehicle I put that money on and sign the paper, and what dealership I buy that from. Because of that power that we have, we kind of hold the game too. So it's a win-win for everybody. But I get really fun. I laugh when I get these comments from sales guys and sales managers and people like that come out and say, listen, you can't be doing this kind of stuff. Listen, this isn't the way it is. You got to understand, we have to make a profit. We got to feed our families. We have to keep the lights on. We have to pay for all this stuff. We have things that we got to, I don't care. Not even a little bit. Just like you guys don't care about us out here even a little bit. You will bend us over any possible way you can. Most dealerships will. And I understand the game. However, we do still own the cards. And you as a customer owns the right to say, I will take that one or your price sucks and I'm going to the other dealer and I'm taking that one. That's the reality of this. So it's a cat and mouse game, a back and forth game. You guys keep coming up with all these creative ways to try and swindle us out of more money. Take the numbers and juggle them around with your stupid Foursquare stuff and then put them here and move this one to here and put this one here and change this one to that and pull half of this one out and stick it here, but then bring it back in here as non-taxable, but this is taxable. And you do all this crazy stuff, this shell game with the numbers, so we don't realize that you're taking money from us more than what's needed. You play all these games and that's fine. But we, people watching these videos, we're not going to go for that. We'll let the people that just come in and want to browse and say, okay, I'll take it for whatever and just do it because they buy one car every 8 years and they don't care. Let them be that bread and butter for you. Don't get mad at us when we show up and we're not, because we can play the game as well too. It is our money. Okay, this is the cat and mouse. This is the reality of this world and how it goes today. But don't let them for a second make you feel like you owe them anything. Don't let any dealership make you feel like you're screwing them over, or that, you know, they get mad at you because you won't bow down to what they're doing. There's that white Tremor right there. I was looking for it earlier. But don't think for a second that you owe them anything. When you come in here to buy this and you spend an hour with him and you get done and you tell him, say, listen, your price is just too high still, and he gets that little bit of an attitude, well, you'll never get a better price from somewhere else. Like, you know what? I've already been working at deals and I'm already getting better prices somewhere else. They're lies. They're not going to be there. You have to show it to me in writing. I don't believe you. What you're hearing is somebody getting mad, realizing the fact that you're not going to take that vehicle from them. And that's your right to not take that vehicle from them. We owe this place, we owe it nothing. We don't owe any of these dealers anything. Our responsibility and our loyalty lies in our money, in getting the best possible deal we can for that. The days of, you know, where you walked in and you paid MSRP or whatever the rebates were, and the dealership was there, and then when you had a service problem, you brought it in, and Mike called you up an hour later and he said, hey, we'll have the parts here at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, bring it back, we'll have you in and out in a jiffy. If you need to, we'll give you a car, we'll have somebody run you wherever you got to go. Okay, those days are gone. Now it is a 100% messed up, miserable business, and vehicles that don't work very good. They got problems all the time. The dealership doesn't care about anybody. Manufacturers don't care about anybody. Yeah, everything costs us astronomically more. Interest rates are through the roof. The cost of the vehicles are insane. The resale value on the vehicles is stupid. Okay, we are getting just wham, 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 hit every single time. And we're done. We're not taking it no more. Whatever your profit is, whatever your must have to keep the lights on, whatever you think that we owe you that you're entitled to, that's for somebody else. There are going to be a bunch of us that are going to come in and we're not going to tolerate it. Your choice to sell us a truck or not, somebody's gonna. You can choose to be the one that does, or you could choose to be somebody who ends up having, you know, like this here. Now, I'm not saying anything, I've never bought anything from this dealership, so I don't know, but I'm just saying, we got a whole bunch of rows of F-150s here that aren't moving any. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're selling good, or maybe they keep moving more in, or maybe they're just not, and they're waiting for those people. But I would imagine the more of these things that get out there, the more of people like us, they're probably turning down when they shouldn't. So that's the point I'm trying to make here. Remember, it's your money. I don't care what their game is, or what they need to have happen, or what they complain about in the comments on how, you know, that's just the way it is. Irrelevant. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.